Hello guys, my name is Solaito, and today I will teach you how to become a better raider by giving you one insanely good tip. So, when raiding, you want to skip bases you know you won't get more than one star at. So you want to get at least 3 or 2 stars, and you have to predict that. So, if I ask you, what base can't you beat? It's an impossible base, a so-called hack base, and today I'm gonna show you how you can recognize a hack base and how to avoid them. So stay tuned for that. But before we move on, I first want to give you guys a quick update on the guild called Insomnia. We already have 15 members, so there's only 10 spots left. So as you want to get in, go below in the description. I'll put a link over there to my Facebook account. You can add me and then you can join the clan. You will need at least 115,000 gems. That might increase in the future as more people want to join. And there's a patch coming up in which there will actually be guild battles possible as such. That will come at the 14th of May. So you better get prepared and start joining our awesome clan called Insomnia. So that's enough for that. Let's move on to the topic of this day. So before watching this video, you should probably watch a previous video of mine, which is called How to Hack King of Thieves, Make an Actual Impossible Base. So if you click on the screen right now, you should be brought to that video, and there everything is explained how this hack is executed, because it's better to understand your enemy when you're trying to fight him. So I'll see you when you've watched that video. Okay, so here I'm back at the Facebook group King of Thieves Ask a Friend. This is currently the biggest Facebook group about King of Thieves, and here people come together to discuss certain topics, and they also befriend each other so they can retrieve each other's gem. It's a great community, and there's also a topic where people share hack bases, and right now we are going to take a look at it, and I'm going to explain to you why exactly a certain base is hacked, and by doing so you will learn how to recognize a hacked base yourself. So let's get on with the first one, which is right over here. So here we have the base, and it's clear that he is hacked. Reason why: there is no totem on this base, and you can only do that with a hacked base. So the totem has totally disappeared and there's no way you can reach a totem, so it's clear this is a hacked base. So let's move on to the next one, which is right over here. So why is this a hack base? Well, there's no possible way to solve this one. And reason why: that totem is way too high. You can never reach the totem because you can't jump that high. And I also think, but I'm not quite sure, that there's no real way to escape those 3 traps at the bottom left. So that I'm not quite sure. I should actually execute a base to see that, but it's definitely not possible to reach a totem, and therefore this is definitely a hack base. So let's move on to the next one. That jump was actually possible before the patch, when you could execute a super jump, but that's no longer possible. So here we have another one, and as you can see, the door is behind like the base, so half of the door is gone. So that's an obvious hack. And there's also, even if that didn't happen, there's also no possible way to reach the totem because it's too high. So let's go for another one. This guy, this is again an obvious example, because the door is way too high, and you will always instantly get killed by the fly, I think. I'm not quite sure, but as you can see, the door is glitched, so it's definitely a hack base. Let's go to this guy. Yeah, so this is a so-called triple spawn jump, by which you will immediately get killed. And this base was possible before the patch, when you can actually jump fast enough to dodge those 3 traps, but right now that's not possible. You will always get instantly killed by one of those 3 traps. Even if you disable one trap and a trap gets disabled because you've died 7 times, there's still one trap left who will always kill you. So you might be wondering, yeah, how do you know for sure this wasn't a base saved before the patch? Well, the real important thing is you have to look at the green orbs, and the green orbs show you how the player solved this dungeon. Like, you have to divide the dungeon in 4 parts. At 1/4 there's at the track he he goes along to solve his base. At 1/4 there's placed a green experience orb. At half the track there's placed a green experience orb, and at 3/4 there is placed a green XP orb. So as you can see, that is definitely not true here. He definitely moved the door closer to the totem so he could easily avoid those 3 traps while he was saving this base himself. So this is definitely a hacked base too. So let's move on and look at this guy. So yeah, again, an obvious example of XP orbs. As you can see, those 3 XP orbs are really close, which means he like did a really short distance when solving his dungeon. And most likely he will have placed the totem right next to the door, so it was real easy for him to solve this dungeon, so he didn't have to pass those traps. So let's look at some more. Like here's another one. Let's see. This one is not that obvious at first, but I would assume that there is no actual way to get onto the platform, or you might get insta-killed by the blue guard, I suppose. Like this one I can't say for sure. I would assume that you fall on the ground and that there's real no way to get up on that platform. That's probably how it goes. Like this one is a little bit more tricky. I should like execute this one myself, but it's definitely possible this is a hack base too. So let's move on to this guy. Let's take a look. I have no idea. This could be totally possible in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. This might actually be an error because you can like jump on the platform, jump on the pillar, jump between those guys. Like the orbs are a little bit strangely placed, but I'm not going to say it's impossible. This could totally be a possible dungeon. Like those are like, it could be impossible, it could be possible. You should play to see it. Like sometimes you just have like these, yeah, you can't be sure, you know, sometimes. So let's take a look at this guy. Yeah, again, door is behind the terrain, so it's definitely a hack base. Let's see over here. Yeah, again, we have the triple spawn jump. The test time, the orbs are actually placed pretty good, but there's, because they're like nicely spaced, the orbs, but there's one issue. The first green orb is at the left of the door, and when executing a triple spawn jump, that would never be the case, unless the door was moved to the left when he was trying to solve this dungeon or something. So like that first green XP orb is wrongly placed, and therefore I can say for sure that this was a base which was saved by using the glitch. So let's take another. So here again, look at the XP orbs. They're really close together, and there's also no possible way he could jump up. So, and there's even a triple spawn jump. So this one is like real obvious. This is definitely a hack base. So let's look at this guy. Yeah, again, those XP orbs are like right next to the totem, like they're almost on top of each other. So it's definitely hacked. And if I'll take a look, there's also no possible way to solve that dungeon because of the saw. There is no possible jump which can pass that saw. So that's impossible. And there's no, like, you have to pass that saw if you want to get to the totem. There's no other way, and you can't pass that saw which is placed like that in a dungeon. So let's take a look over here. As you can see, there's also a hack base because the totem is placed too high. There's no possible way you can jump that high with your thief, and therefore the totem is not reachable. So I think like we're gonna do like 3 more or something, and then we're gonna end this video. I think you all have had an idea on how these bases were created. So yeah, this is the same effect as a triple spawn jump. I think there's just no possible way to dodge that red guard. And like, what are those green orbs doing to the left? Like, there's no action over there. All the action is packed to the right. They should be somewhere over there. I can't see how he could escape this situation, go to the left, and then he needs to go back and solve the dungeon. I don't know. It's like this one I can't say for sure, but because like, but there's a very high chance this guy is also banned, so I would just skip it if I saw it. Oh, this is actually, oh, this is the same base. He's showing it twice. So let's look at this guy. Oh, this guy even like his door and his totem are behind the terrain, so definitely hacked. And then the final and the last one is going to be this guy. And yeah, this isn't even a spawn gem. This is like a spawn fall down and you immediately die. There's nothing you can do, and obviously hacked. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope I have learned you something. So whenever you encounter a hack base, your best bet is to just skip it. Don't give them gold from skulls or anything, because in 95% of all cases you won't be able to beat their dungeon anyway. So sometimes they're pretty dumb and they place their traps really bad, so that sometimes you can actually finish the base by using a disable potion. But in most cases there will be no single possible way to rate their gold or gems. So your best bet is just to skip it and look for another base. And hope Zeptolab will patch this pretty soon. I have heard from some sources that the patch will be coming at the 14th of May, and hopefully that patch will contain a solution to this very serious problem, because many people are using this hack and it's becoming kind of lame. But it's not also like, that's something I want to clarify. It's not a hack. It's a glitch in the game and people are abusing this, but it's by no means a hack. It's just a glitch in the game which during beta testing wasn't found, and some random dude accidentally found it and it spread all over the place, and now is everybody using it. So it's kind of unfair to call these hacked bases, but because everybody is calling them hacked bases, I'm also going to call them so you know what I'm talking about. But actually it's just a glitch or a bug. So guys, if you liked it, don't forget to give the thumbs up, and definitely subscribe if you want to get updated on future King of Thieves content, because we are aiming for that 1000 subscribers, so I will need all the help in the world. And hit that subscribe button, and more videos, more awesome King of Thieves videos will be coming your way. Take care guys.